Hey guys, it's your girl Tower Crush back with another review, and this time it is for the series premiere of Love and Marriage DC. Love and Marriage DC. Love and Marriage Chocolate City. If you haven't already, please hit my subscribe button. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. And if you don't want to subscribe, you know what, sugar? Thank you for just being here because I need you to. Everybody is important if you come through this channel. Okay, so I want to get right into it. Now, this series, I guess, is a spinoff from Love and Marriage Huntsville, which is one of my favorite reality shows. I say that all the time, but I really mean it. I look most of their seasons starting because I think the ladies are closer in age to me. And their experiences, well, I think Melody's a little young, but you know what I'm saying, like Kimmy and others, they're closer in age to me, and so I just relate to them better, and I love their storylines. And I love to see Black excellence, because regardless of what they have going on, there's so much Black excellence within those couples. And the same I'm seeing is going to be true for these new couples in DC. So I guess since Monique left, I can say it, she couldn't, I guess, the Real Housewives of Potomac, and she's here, she's getting to see how they do it at home. And of course, so since she left that series and came here, she's going to be like the front runner, the showrunner of the show. So it's her and Chris's relationship that I'm most invested into because I want to know what's really going on. So I'm going to save them for last and just give y'all a quick brief of who else is on the show. So they have DJ Silva and Ashley Silva. They didn't really leave a good impression on me. I mean, I don't have anything against the couple. I just feel like he works too much and he's not I think he's receptive to what she says, but his actions don't show it. And I don't think he values her as he should. She comes off as a mean girl. And I personally feel like that's directly correlated with the way her husband treats her, and how she feels unheard in her relationship. So I don't know about her yet. Like I said, she gives off mean girl vibe, and I don't like mean girls. So that's my impression of her. And so I'm not going to give her too much time on this video. You know what I mean? So I'm going to move right along. I mean, I'm going to come back just a second. Did she say that her dog was her favorite animal? Was her favorite child? I'm sorry. Was her favorite baby, her fur baby? Was her favorite, like, girl, you're going to live to regret that. Do you hear me? You're going to live to regret it. Okay, so moving right along, there's Winter. Winter, I guess she is recently separated from her second husband, and she shaved half her head. So they gave her a different look, and it's crazy because she shaved half her head. Tisha Campbell shaved half her head when she left Dwayne Martin. I don't know what it is about leaving these men or being away from these men. These ladies are shaving their heads, but I'm not gonna shave half of my head. If I'm gonna shave my head, I'm gonna shave all of it. We're not doing no half-ass shaving jobs over here. So you know, I thought that was different. And I'm anxious to see what's really going on with her because they said that her husband was almost 60 and he moved back in with his parents. Hold on. Your husband was almost 60? What did you do, girl? Did his meat stop working? Did you go and find you a fixer-upper? Is that what happened? What really happened? Why did he just leave right before the 1-year anniversary? I can't wait to hear his side of the story because if I had to put my money on it, honey, you cheated. You cheated, and a man like that ain't gonna really, girl, you cheated. If that's what happened, you need to say that. But I think that's what happened. I feel like you cheated. Now, I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Moving right along to Jaime and Erana. Now, I really like them as a couple. I think 26 years of marriage is a lot, and I commend them for that. There is absolutely no telling what they've been through to get to this point. And I'm not about to sit here and ask them because that's none of my business. The only thing that I can do if I'm in their circle is to ask specific questions pertaining to my relationship. I don't want to ever make a couple that has made it through 26 years of hell, and it's got to be hell if you've been here on earth, you know, make them feel like I'm making their moment about me. I didn't really like that whole line of questioning at the party. She said before the party that there would be no question and answer, you know, but Monique did it anyway. And Ashley did it anyway. Fix your own marriages. Don't worry about how she's getting it over there. Like she said, Ashley is always poking, you know, digs at her age or whatever. Ashley, you just make it to be her age. You make it to 26 years in marriage before you come for her. If she don't send for you, don't come for her. So I don't like that at all. And I feel like she needs to, I feel like it's going to come a point where Ashley gets checked. And did you think it's funny that his name is DJ Quicksilver? I got a Quicksilver credit card, but he's Quicksilver. I don't know. I can't stop making the parallels. So I had to say something because I know it can't just be me. Okay, and so they have the 26 years of marriage. Their oldest child is little Jaime. They also have a child, Jason, and I think another child, a daughter. I can't remember her name, but I think Jason is the one that is visually impaired. But I think his personality is awesome. And I love the way he interacts with his mom and his grandmother. I think it's dope. So I'm anxious to see more from him. Little Jaime and Big Jaime have been into it the last 5 or 6 months and have not seen or talked to each other. And so we saw Erana show up to, you know, a car lot with him so that she could help him pick out a car to buy. And I think he was looking at an Acura. You can't go wrong with an Acura. But she said, I'm not paying for none of this. So I hope he got the money for it. Because if she holds tight to her word, she's not paying for it. So I hope he has the money. He's a very, very, very attractive young man. And he had a little girlfriend. And, you know, they invited him to the anniversary party. And he actually showed up. And he had a heart-to-heart with his father. And I'm going to tell you, that was my favorite part of the episode. Watching them hash it out. Watch his father tell him how he felt. Watching his mother cry and tell him how she was afraid that the police were going to come to the house and tell them that something terrible had happened to him. So I thought that was all real and all, it got me right here just a little bit. And to see the father and son come together and the father say, I love you. And the son say, you know what? I need that too. I need to hear you say it. And that touched home for me. It's like, yeah, you can't just show it all the time, especially if your way of showing it is, you know, tough love. You got to show some soft love as well. Like, I can't be bad all the time. I can't be doing wrong all the time. Tell me about when I'm doing right as well. Tell me that you love me in spite of what I do. I need to hear it. And that's going to motivate me more to do what's right. So I thought that little conversation at the party was awesome. And I'm just anxious to see what we're going to get out of this couple of 26 years. Like 26 years. Can you imagine 26 years on the same meat? I can't. I ain't even going to hold you. I can't. Not me. But maybe y'all can, but I can't. I don't want to. I don't want to. So, hopefully they make it another 26. I don't know if they want to, but I mean, that's them. It's not for me. Okay, so Chris and Monique. Now, y'all know I was not Team Monique when she was on the other show. I felt like she was valiant with Candace because she felt like she could be Candace up. I didn't feel like it was cool because I felt like had Candace been somebody like me, she would have never came at me like that. Tipsy or not, she would have never come at me like that. So, and if she did, she would have got what she bargained for. So I felt like that was bullying. And Monique is going to disappear. If she lose any more weight, she going to disappear. She going to be gone and thinner. So, I like the fact that she still has her Not for Lazy Moms website and tips and whatnot. I think that's dope that she's still a very active mother. And I'm glad that her and Chris are kind of showing their issues. Like, I'm happy that they're not afraid to admit that they have problems. I wish they would be more specific on what problems they have. Because to me, from what I get from Chris this season, is that he's very disrespectful towards her. I don't think he listens to her. I got that the last season of the other show as well. That, you know, he just wasn't respectful of her. Like, I don't think he sees her. I think he sees her as someone that came into his life because he had a lot of money, that didn't have very many principles because she was basically seeing him while he was still married to his ex-wife. And I don't think he really respects her. And I think he loves her, but I think he doesn't really know how to love her properly. And I think that's why she may have stepped out, or maybe is still stepping out on him, because he doesn't like to admit when he's wrong. He thinks that he's a good catch, even though she doesn't feel like maybe their marriage is where it needs to be. He wants to tell her that it is, which to me shows that you don't really care what your wife thinks, because you would be asking her how she feels instead of telling her how to feel or what it is. Like, you can't tell me what it is. I can tell you what I feel it is. You can tell me what you feel it is. And then we can come upon a consensus. But until then, no, we're not doing that. So that was one thing. And I just definitely want to remind her that the way you get them is the way you lose them. And I feel like Chris is so cocky right now. I don't know if he's got something else going on. I don't know what happened with that last baby, if it was really his. Did y'all get a DNA test? I want to know all of these things. And I want to actually see the results. I don't want to take your word for it. I want to see the results. But if I know Chris like I think I know Chris, he didn't get no test, because he cares, but I feel like if he found out something like that, he would probably hurt somebody, including her, if he ain't already hurting her. Because the way he talks to her, it reminds me of the way my dad used to treat my mom. And that was a very tumultuous relationship. So I'm just hoping that it's not that, you know. So, and that he's just like that because he's just standoffish. I'm just really hoping that it's not that, and that he's, you know, just like that because he's standoffish. I don't like it. I don't like it for her. She's not my favorite person, but I was Team Monique before she put her hands on Candace. And, well, no, before that season, I was Team Monique, because I feel like Candace kind of taunted her sometimes. But her last season on the show, I feel like she was waiting for an opportunity to hit Candace, because she couldn't hit her the previous season because she was pregnant. I feel like she was waiting on an opportunity, and she kept picking fights with Candace. Candace kept walking away till that incident finally happened. So that's what made me upset about Monique, and the fact that she was not apologetic, that she felt like it was cool that she did that she didn't want to take ownership of her own problems and her own marriage, and that she was projecting that off on Candace. It wasn't all Candace's fault. It was part of your fault, because Candace didn't start the rumor. Someone else started the rumor. You might feel like she carried it, but she didn't start the rumor. You and your trainer started the rumor by the way you all were interacting with each other. And by the way your friend said that she knew that you was messing with him. So I didn't care for that. So I'm just anxious to see what's going on in her and Chris's marriage that makes them feel like they may not make it another 10 years. I don't want to see them, you know, lose their marriage, or I don't want to see her heartbroken, any of that. But I'm anxious to see what's going on. I ain't even gonna hold you. Because I want to know what's in his baby. Like, because I feel like the baby looked like the trainer more than anything. That was just my opinion. But the baby did favor Chris too. But to me, in the face, the baby looked like the trainer. Trainer had, you know, hazel eyes. His baby had pretty eyes. You know, Monique had pretty eyes. So it's just hard to say. But we just have to see how this season comes out. And it's going to be a whole lot of shaking up in these relationships. So I am excited about it. I think this is a great series that Carlos King has put together. And I'm anxious to see how it comes out. This is now my favorite night of the week. Saturday nights with Love and Marriage, Huntsville and DC. So that is all I have to say about this episode. Again, I'm excited to see how it all turns out. And if you haven't, please hit my subscribe button down at the bottom. You are appreciated. And You know, what more can I say? We're getting there. We're reaching our goal. We're going to keep going until we get there. Tell a friend. Again, as soon as I get to the 1,000 subscribers, I'm giving away the money. I'm giving away the prizes. You want to be one of those winners. So go on and hit that subscribe button. Hit it for me. Hit it for you. Hit it for your pockets. And again, that is my $5.02. Peace.